Free college football picks. This is week 13, part 2. I'm Tony T, our college football pick show here for Tuesday. We've got 10 games for Saturday. Now, if you look over the Tuesday games, we shot them in a separate video, so look for those. And if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel, we have free college football picks updated all season long, free picks every day from all the major sports, making it a great time to subscribe. And also, if you would support our channel with a like, a thumbs up, we greatly appreciate it. Then visit Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing top performers in our industry. Click the links to the hot cappers, get signed up to our long-term passes. Hot cappers for a year like Joseph Schultz, Chauncey Giles, Hollywood Sam on fire. Last 30 days, Daniel, Chauncey. Yours truly, Sam in there as well. Nick Vartini, really hot here last 7 days. Joseph, the VIP, the GM coming in. Nick Lagaretto's Monster Day. Ben as well. Click the links, get signed up. You'll find our latest premium picks here center of the page. Tabs with our best bets, our $15 promotional item up there as well. Multi-packs offer great value. Remember, all these individual plays, one-day passes, are sold with profit guarantee. Must turn a profit of the amount you purchase is credited back to your account for side credits. That is a profit guarantee there as well. Also, props available. You may also check out our picks here a la carte on the pick ticker. There you'll find team versus team information. And you can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. Access our page by clicking the link in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, get signed up. Always love hearing from you guys, so you can post your picks in the comments. We're looking for cappers. Apply on that homepage. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this one started. Navy and SMU college football pick. This one here is on Saturday. Navy improved to 5-5 with that 10-0 home victory to East Carolina. Midshipmen rushed for 174 yards on 50 carries. They allowed 1.5 yards per rush to the Pirates with 155 passing yards on 38 attempts. Navy had a +2 turnover margin. Xavier Arline completed 10 of 11 passes for 102 yards, 9.3 yards per pass attempt. He rushed for 68 yards. SMU 9-2 after their 38-34 road win at Memphis. Mustangs rushed for 158 yards on 42 carries. They held the Tigers to 3 yards per rush with 402 passing yards on 51 attempts. Preston Stone 15 of 23 passing for 286 yards with 2 touchdowns. He averaged 12.4 yards per pass attempt and rushed for a touchdown. Mustangs sit 14th in total defenses. They allow only 3.2 yards per rush. The Midshipmen have struggled with efficiency in the passing game. SMU 10th in total offense, gaining 471 yards a game. They have averaged 44 points and 486 yards per game in the AAC. Navy's pass defense is a concern here as they allow 66% completion rate, sitting 93rd in college football. Player will be on SMU at -20. Troy and Southern Miss college football pick. This one here on Saturday. Troy improved to 9-2 with their 31-24 home victory to Louisiana. Trojans rushed for 148 yards on 36 attempts. They allowed 2.6 yards per rush to the Raging Cajuns with 282 passing yards on 39 attempts. Gunnar Watson 17 of 31 passing for 199 yards, 3 touchdowns. He averaged 6.4 yards per pass attempt. Southern Miss fell to 3-8. A 41-20 road defeat at Mississippi State. Golden Eagles rushed for 105 yards on 41 attempts. They allowed 238 yards rushing to the Bulldogs with 144 passing yards on 27 attempts. Southern Miss had a -2 turnover margin. Billy Wiles hit 9 of 16 passes for 89 yards with a touchdown and interception. He averaged 5.6 yards per pass attempt. Trojans have defended well, holding Sun Belt teams to 12.4 yards a game. Southern Miss struggled with inaccurate quarterback play and an inefficient passing game. Golden Eagles defensively limit quarterbacks to 57% completion rate. The player will be Troy and Southern Miss under 48. FAU and Rice college football pick. This one here on Saturday. FAU fell to 5-7 with a 24-8 home defeat to Tulane. FAU Owls rushed for 32 yards on 30 carries. They held the Green Wave to 2.7 yards per carry with 252 passing yards on 29 attempts. Daniel Richardson completed 24 of 31 passing for 202 yards with a touchdown and interception. He averaged 6.5 yards per pass attempt and was sacked 5 times. Rice improved to 5-6, a 28-7 road win at Charlotte. Rice Owls rushed for 240 yards on 42 carries. They held the 49ers to 2.8 yards per rush with 74 passing yards on 25 attempts. Rice survived a -3 turnover margin. JT Daniels questionable with a concussion and has missed the past 2 games. AJ Padgett, 13 of 21 passing for 140 yards with a touchdown and 2 interceptions. He averaged 6.7 yards per pass attempt and rushed for 2 touchdowns. FAU, poor offensive team, rushing for 3.6 yards a carry with an inefficient passing game. Rice limits opposing quarterbacks at 58% completion rate. Past 3 games, FAU averaging 19 points and 296 yards a game. FAU has averaged 7.5 points in their past 2 games. Play here will be on FAU and Rice under 48.5. Georgia State and Old Dominion college football pick. This one here on Saturday. Georgia State fell to 6-5 with their 56-14 road defeat to LSU. Panthers rushed for 148 yards on 31 carries. They allowed 169 yards rushing to the Tigers with 413 passing yards on 30 attempts. Darren Granger completed 23 of 29 passes for 179 yards and a touchdown. He averaged 6.2 yards per pass attempt. Old Dominion improved to 5-6 after their 20-17 road win at Georgia Southern. Monarchs rushed for 134 yards on 35 carries. They allowed 119 yards rushing to the Eagles with 235 passing yards on 35 attempts. Grant Wilson, 17 of 27 passing for 182 yards and a touchdown. He averaged 6.7 yards per pass attempt. Old Dominion is poor with quarterback accuracy and allowing 4.7 sacks a game. The Panthers are a high-volume running team that averages 4.6 yards a carry. They hold opponents to only 3.7 yards per rush. Past 3 games, ODU averaging 18 points a game. Player Old Dominion +3. Wake Forest and Syracuse college football pick. This one here Saturday. Wake Forest fell to 4-7 with their 45-7 road defeat to Notre Dame. Demon Deacons rushed for 134 yards on 36 carries. They allowed 137 yards rushing to the Fighting Irish with 313 passing yards on 34 attempts. Michael Kern, 11 of 20 passing for 81 yards with 4.1 yards per pass attempt. Syracuse drops to 5-6, a 31-22 road defeat to Georgia Tech. Orange rushed for 206 yards on 42 carries. They surrendered 206 yards rushing to the Yellow Jackets with 138 passing yards on 20 attempts. Dan Villari, 14 of 14 passing for 59 yards. Villari is a tight end who converted to quarterback, taking over for an ineffective quarterback rotation they've had. Demon Deacons past 3 games averaging 11 points and 265 yards a game. Orange quarterback situation bad right now, looking for a former tight end under center here. The player will be Wake Forest and Syracuse under 44. Tulsa and East Carolina college football pick. This one here Saturday. Tulsa fell to 3-8 with their 35-28 home defeat to North Texas. Mean Green rushed for 299 yards on 47 carries. They surrendered 183 yards rushing to the Golden Hurricane with 251 passing yards on 34 attempts. Cardell Williams doubtful in the game. Kirk Francis completed 17 of 34 passes for 251 yards with 3 touchdowns and an interception. He averaged 7.4 yards per pass attempt. East Carolina drops at 2-9, a 10-zip road defeat to Navy. Pirates rushed for 34 yards on 22 carries. They surrendered 174 yards rushing to the Midshipmen with 102 passing yards on 11 attempts. ECU had a -2 turnover margin. Alex Finn, 24 of 38 passing for 155 yards and 2 interceptions. He averaged 4.1 yards per pass attempt. East Carolina offense struggled by averaging nearly 11 points over their past 3 games. They are defending, limiting opponents to 10 points per game in that span. Tulsa on the road is putting up just 16 points a game. Both teams have poor quarterback accuracy. The Pirates are rushing for only 3.3 yards a carry. The play here, Tulsa and East Carolina under 44.5. UAB and North Texas college football pick, this one here on Saturday. UAB improved to 4-7 with their 34-24 home victory to Temple. Blazers rushed for 259 yards on 46 attempts. They held the Owls to 2.5 yards a carry with 323 yards passing on 46 attempts. UAB had a +2 turnover margin. Jacob Zeno, 20 of 28 passing for 246 yards with a touchdown. He averaged 8.8 yards per pass attempt. North Texas is 4-7 after their 35-28 road victory at Tulsa. Mean Green rushed for 299 yards on 47 attempts. They allowed 183 yards rushing to the Golden Hurricane with 251 passing yards on 34 attempts. Chandler Rogers hit 19 of 31 passing for 294 yards and 3 touchdowns. He rushed for 56 yards and a touchdown. Mean Green, 133rd in total defense by allowing 472 yards a game with 5.5 yards per rush. They are giving up big plays in the passing game. UAB passes with high volume, and they get accurate quarterback play with 72% completion rate. Blazers get more accurate quarterback play of these two teams. North Texas has seen scoring down over the past 3 games. Play here UAB at +3. Colorado and Utah college football pick, this one here on Saturday. All right, Colorado fell to 4-7, a 56-14 road defeat to Washington State. Buffs rushed for 91 yards on 41 carries. They allowed 127 yards rushing to the Cougars with 342 yards passing on 33 attempts. Shedeur Sanders, questionable with an injury. Kind of reading the tea leaves, some are speculating even doubtful. Sanders completed 6 of 10 passes for 86 yards and a touchdown. He averaged 8.6 yards per pass attempt. Colorado allowed 5 sacks in the game. The backups were ineffective at quarterback. Utah drops to 7-4, a 42-18 road defeat at Arizona. Utes rushed for 118 yards on 37 carries. They allowed 118 yards rushing to the Wildcats with 325 passing yards on 33 attempts. Utah had a -2 turnover margin. Bryson Barnes, 31 of 53 passing for 320 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He averaged 6 yards per pass attempt and rushed for 44 yards. Colorado quarterback situation the concern. The backups look bad. Utah defenses perform well at home, allowing less than 13 points a game. Back-to-back road games for the Buffs here. On the road, Colorado's giving up 482 yards a game. Play here, Utah -22. Monroe and Louisiana college football pick, this one here Saturday. Monroe fell to 2-9 with their 35-3 road defeat to Ole Miss. Warhawks rushed for 192 yards on 46 attempts. They allowed 127 yards rushing to the Rebels with 371 passing yards on 36 attempts. Jairo Wright completed 7 of 19 passes for 56 yards and an interception. He averaged 2.9 yards per pass attempt. Louisiana drops to 5-6, a 31-24 road defeat to Troy. Ragin' Cajuns rushed for 66 yards on 25 carries. They allowed 148 yards rushing to the Trojans with 219 passing yards on 32 attempts. Ben Woodridge is doubtful with a foot injury and missed the past 8 games. Zion Chris missed the game due to injury. Chandler Fields hit 29 of 39 passes for 282 yards with 3 touchdowns and an interception. He averaged 7.2 yards per pass attempt. Monroe in the Sun Belt allows 37 points and 465 yards a game. Louisiana defense the past 3 games giving up 34 points and 396 yards a game. Raging Cajuns are putting up 33 points and 411 yards per game at home. Player Monroe and Louisiana over 52. San Jose State and UNLV college football pick, this one here Saturday. San Jose State improved to 6-5 with their 24-13 home victory to San Diego State. Spartans rushed for 181 yards on 29 carries. They allowed 183 yards rushing to the Aztecs with 117 passing yards on 24 attempts. Chevon Cordero, 15 of 20 passing for 174 yards with a touchdown and interception. He averaged 8.7 yards per pass attempt. UNLV improves to 9-2, a 31-27 road victory to the Air Force. Rebels rushed for 114 yards on 33 carries. They allowed 344 yards rushing to the Falcons with 60 passing yards on 9 attempts. Jade Maiava, 15 of 29 passing for 339 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. He averaged 11.7 yards per pass attempt. San Jose State is journeying 5.5 yards a carry on the ground. They've been efficient in the passing game. They are in the better defensive form as in their past 3 games, allowing 10 points and 269 yards a game. UNLV is allowing big plays in the passing game. Play here San Jose State, +3. All right, that was our college football pick show here for Tuesday. This covered Week 13, Part 2, 10 games for Saturday. Now, if you're looking for the Tuesday plays, we shot a separate video. Check them out there. Also, if you would, support our channel and subscribe. We have free college football picks updated all season long with all picks from all major sports, making it a great time to subscribe. And also, if you would, support our channel with a like, a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. Don't forget to visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com, for our best plays. Our premium picks are there. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save that 20% off. Remember, Tony'sPicks.com is brought to you by the Rhythm app. Create sports betting models right now with the Rhythm app and claim your 14-day free trial. Download the app at the Apple, Android, and Google Store. All right, that's all for now. Lots of live shows throughout our channel. I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you guys later.